Hi my sweeties, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing a very highly requested video, which is how I tie my bandos around my bags. Also, to those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And I just wanted to let you know that I do beauty and fashion related videos. So you're more than welcome to subscribe and stick with us. And I do videos once a week, just so you know as well. And so yeah, let's get started. Most desirable right now is the Toiletry 26 in terms of how I wrap the bandeau around it. So I will be showing you that first, and then I'll show you some of the ways that I tie the bows on the actual bag. So the first one I have here is the Speedy 30 in Damier Ebene, and I already have the bow tied on it so you can see what it looks like. Now this is a bow that I didn't tie on the actual handle, and I'll show you close-ups of how I actually tie it and then place it on the bag. Okay, so that's that one. The next one is the Speedy 30 in Damier Azur, and this bow was tied on the bag. So if you can tell the difference, one looks more perfect than the other, and one is a little bit longer on the bag than the other. So the one on the Damier Azur is longer and just a little bit more, I guess, like a bigger bow, and not as structured, not as perfect, but definitely looks cute on the bag. And then this one is definitely more, I would say, like a really perfect bow. So I'll show you how to do that as well. And then the other item is the Toiletry 26. It's in the monogram, and we have a bandeau wrapped around it. And I will show you how to do that as well. I'm gonna look at the back of it so you can see. I wanted to show you another item that I have that houses all the different charms and things like that that I own. And it is this piece here. And it just kind of swivels around. And it has like a little tray at the bottom that you can put little earrings or your bracelets and things like that. And I got this from Home Goods, and it has a pretty little diamond shaped piece at the top, which is really pretty. And I just house all of my like clays and back charms and things like that. Okay, so also I wanted to show you guys before I start with the bows and everything, just like how I dress up the bag with some of the charms that I have. So most of the time, I would say 99.9% of the time, I usually put a clay on the bag if I'm not using it for any other reason, which most of the time I'll use a full-size wallet if it's like a Speedy, and I'll use the clay as a bag charm. And it looks really, really cute. And so there it is, it kind of blends into the canvas, but it looks really pretty on the bag. And then the other thing you can do is you can put like a little poof on it, which looks really cute. And I got this from Amazon. I got a couple of them. So really inexpensive. And it just makes the bag look so adorable. So there you go. Really, really cute. Okay, so I'm going to turn it around so you guys can see other ways that I dress these bags up. And I do, let's see. I love red. So for those of you guys who follow me on Instagram, you know that. But this tassel I got from a reputable eBay seller, and her name is Jennyleeinkorea, and I'll link her down below. She makes genuine leather goods, and the tassels are really my favorite. So I have them in several colors, and I love putting the red on the Damier Ebene. So I also have attached to it the Henri Bendel lipstick charm, and it has the Swarovski crystal around it with the emblem on the top in red. And I just think it looks really cute together. So I do that a lot on this bag. So that's that one. And then also for the Damier Azur color, we have a couple different things that you can add to it to make it look really cute. And I have the clay again. I just put it on here like this, and it just looks really cute. You can also use a tassel to dress it up, and just like I did with the other bag. And I put this one in pink just because I think it looks really pretty on the Damier Azur. And then another fun charm that I love to pair up with the clay is this really cute teddy bear charm, and it's in Damier Azur. It's obviously inspired. I got this one on Amazon. So I love to just kind of dress it up like that too. And I'll show you how it looks. And there you go. And it just looks really adorable with the clay. Or by itself, it's really cute. So just wanted to show you guys that. And then also one other thing that I use a lot as a bag charm is the luggage tag from Louis Vuitton. I have mine in the red epi leather, and it has my initials hot stamped. And also I have this little clip, and this clip is from Mautto. So it just makes it easier for you to use it as a bag charm. So I like these two together. It looks really, really nice. There you go. So just a couple ideas of ways you can dress up your bag. I mean, I could pretty much be here all day long showing you all different ways you can dress up your bag, but there's tons of inspiration on Instagram as well. Lots of people there definitely do a great job of dressing their bags up. Okay, so now we're gonna get started doing the bows, and I will change the camera angle so that you guys can see a little bit more close up. And so let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Toiletry 26. And that's what it looks like, and I'll turn it around before I take the bando off so you guys can see what it looks like as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have the same distance or length on either side of the bando. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and tie it in a knot. Okay, so I'm just going to tie the first one. Make sure that it's nice and tight. Okay, just like that. So far, that's what it looks like. And then you're just going to kind of fix it a little bit so that you see more of the fuchsia. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and take this side and you're going to just lay it up against the piece of canvas like that. And then you're going to go ahead and start from the very end that I have here. You're going to start rolling it in. Okay, like this. So now I have it rolled. And I'm going to tuck it in to the bando on its side because the bando is not long enough to wrap around a second time. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck it in. I'm going to take my finger from the bottom and just kind of pull on it. Okay, so that it's nice and secure. And though it's still, you're not seeing it too much, you could leave it like that too, which looks really nice, but you're just going to adjust it. I try to keep my finger under there while I'm adjusting it, just so that it doesn't come apart. And then we're going to do the other side. Okay guys, so that's what the Toiletry 26 looks like with the bando on it. And this particular bando is the Trunket Bando by Louis Vuitton. And it is 47.2 inches by 3 inches. So for this particular toiletry, it really is the perfect size if you want to dress it up like this. So I definitely recommend this one. Otherwise, if you have other twillies or scarves, they would work perfectly around the Toiletry 26 too. Just make sure it's around the 47 inch or just a tiny bit longer if you want to be able to wrap it around twice so that you can wrap it to the back and not have to roll it on the sides if you don't want to. But I will show you on the sides what it looks like again. And it's just, it works really nicely because they don't unroll, which is nice, and you can put all your items inside and not feel like anything's going to come apart on the outside of the toiletry. So I just really love it. I think it looks really pretty, and I hope you enjoyed it as well, how to tie the bandeau on the Toiletry 26. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to tie the bandeau on the actual Speedy. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around just one time around the handle. Okay, just once. And then I'm going to make sure that I have the same length on either side. Then I'm going to go ahead and take one side and just tuck it underneath this actual loop that we just made. Okay. So then I'm going to go ahead and loop this side into the actual loop that we made. And we're going to go ahead and pull that through. And then we're going to adjust it before we do anything else to make sure the length of the actual bandeau that we're happy with it. So I'm going to just push it back a little so you guys can see. Okay, so for right now, just looking at it, I would have to pull this out just a little bit more. And then this one just a little higher. Okay, and I think I'm happy with the length. So it just depends on preference on how you like it. Okay, so now we're going to take both of these here. I'll pull this back. And then I'm going to make a knot. But you know how typically you would make a knot this way and you would wrap it over, but you're going to actually do the opposite. You're going to wrap it underneath. So right behind it, one another this way. Okay. And then you're going to take it and loop it back under. It's almost like a reverse knot. Then you're going to tie it tight. Now here's where you want to adjust everything before, because we're going to actually do another knot. So we just want to make sure that the length is good. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Then we're going to take this again and we're going to loop it the same way we just did. There is your bow, and it looks really cute. And this can go with any kind of scarf you have. It doesn't have to be Louis Vuitton. It could be, you know, anything you have. As long as the length is around 48 inches, 47 inches, you should be good to go. You just need that length so that you can wrap it around a few times and still have a little bit of slack here for the bottom. So that's the leopard bandeau on the Speedy 30 in Damier Azur. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do another kind of bow on the Speedy 30 in Damier Ebene. Okay, so for this, we're going to use the Toiletry 26 again, and this is where I tie the bow onto here and then I transfer it onto the bag, and that makes life a lot easier if you don't have the time to actually tie the bow onto the bag. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put the bandeau underneath in the middle, and this is just going to be a bow being tied around it. And the reason why I use the Toiletry 26 is because it's a smaller item, so your bow is going to be more precise. Okay, so we have the same length on both sides. And now I'm going to go ahead and tie the bow. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tie as if we were going to tie a knot, but we're actually not going to tie the actual knot. We're just going to go ahead and take the one side and loop it as if we were making a bow. Okay, make sure it's still tight. And we're going to take the other side, and instead of wrapping around this way, which would be the normal way to do it, you're going to do the opposite direction. So you're going to go this way and then loop it underneath it. Okay, and then before you really tighten it, first thing you want to do is start to kind of fix it to your liking. Okay, and then what I do is I take it and I slide it off of here. So then you take it off just like that, and you just keep it exactly the way it is. And all you do is, let me move this over to the side. Yeah, it was like this. And now I'm just going to bend it over once. Okay, just so that it's less thicker. Okay, now we're going to take it. I'm going to just move this over so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around the handle. Okay, so all I did was wrap it to the back. And all I'm doing is doing one knot in the back, just one. Okay, and I tie it nice and tight. And what I do is I just hide it behind, so you can't see the actual, you know, knot in the back. Okay, and now you can see the whole bag with the actual bandeau on it. If you don't have the Toiletry 26, then I will put down below the dimensions of this actual SLG. And if you have something that's rectangular in shape, you can do the exact same thing. And again, it doesn't have to be a Louis Vuitton bandeau. It can be any scarf. It can be anything at all, really. And it would just look really gorgeous on any bag. So any top handle bag that you have, I definitely would encourage you guys to try it on your bags, and definitely tag me on Instagram so I can see, because I love to see those kind of things. So I hope this was really helpful to you guys, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch how I tie the bandeaus on the Speedies and the Toiletry 26. Okay guys, so that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. And I will have the link down below for my Instagram as well. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you so much.